What's up YouTube, Cap over here, and welcome to Cap 101, and this is going to be our third and final battle with this team. The star of this team is Merrick, and we've been actually doing quite well as we're 2-0 so far, so surprisingly, I'm surprised this team actually is doing quite good, and I shouldn't be as surprised because I gotta have a bit of confidence in my team building skills, so that's always awesome to see. And today we're gonna have a battle with AlexLoui, who is from the RBL, coach of the Bavarian B-Drill, so a really good person, a really good battler, and I think he's also a soccer fan, because on one of his videos, or on one of his Pokemon, he named his Quagsire Podolsky, and Podolsky was an X, or he's still an Arsenal player on loan, I do believe, so just a little FYI, so he's good in my books. He's good in my books if he likes Lucas Podolsky. So let's see, what is he going to bring in? We've tried to have a couple battles before, and we always DC for some reason, so he's going to bring in the exact same team, and I don't remember what exactly happened last week, or last couple times we tried this, so I'm just going to build off of what I know and don't know. So, who could we go into that could take anything? Looking at this, I could actually just go right into Refrigerator. He has no Pokemon that are immune except for the Golurk. So last time I led off with, I'm gonna lead off with Jack of Blades. I feel like that's the right play to do. Does Jack of Blades have knockoff? Sorry, I should know this. I made this team. He does have knockoff. He does have knockoff, yay! So I'm gonna go into Jack of Blades. Why? Because he's got knockoff and he's fast enough and he's choice banded, and most likely he'll outspeed a lot of his mons, so he scares the Vileplume out very, very easily. And I can get a knockoff on something that doesn't appreciate it. So let's see. We're gonna go into third time's a charm, like a lot of people like to say, and he's gonna send out Triforce. Ah, AlexLoui. AlexLoui. He knows how to apply the pressure. He knows how to do that. I could go for a Vacuum Wave, but that's not gonna do absolutely nothing. It's gonna do diddly squat. And I might just go into, I'm gonna go into Light Bright. I'm gonna make that prediction. He's gonna go for a Thunder move or something, a Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt. And if he goes for anything else, then I'm a bit shocked. So he's gonna go for the Toxic. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. But no matters, I've got the Heal Bell on this Mon. So it's pretty much, we're gonna be doing nothing. He's gonna switch out. I'm gonna go for the Heal Bell. And I think that's how the script is gonna be written. I think that's what's gonna happen, so. He's gonna withdraw. I'm gonna go for the Heal Bell. Most likely the Vileplume's coming out. Emily, I feel like that's a Vileplume. Yeah, that is the Vileplume. I go for the Heal Bell. Get a Chime going on. Chim-a-ling-a-ling. And he's gonna go, he had Hidden Power something last time I remembered from our previous battle. This is not any of your regular Vileplume, so I think I might actually apply some pressure. Do I want to apply pressure? Let's see what does he want? What does he want to do? Vileplume can't set up all over my face, and I'm gonna go for the Protect. So let's see, what does he want to do? What is he gonna go for? He's gonna go for the Giga Drain, nice and safe. Upon seeing that, I think I'm just gonna make a switch. I don't want to do any of those over predictions right away, and I might just go into Brooklyn Rage. He doesn't have any mons that are immune to Earthquake, except for Mesprit. This is the second time we're seeing Mesprit, so Mesprit must be pretty popular in the NU tier. This Vileplume, as soon as I take this Vileplume down, then the floodgates might open. So I'm gonna go into Refrigerator. He might just go for a Sludge Bomb. Let's see. Sludge Bomb coming my way? Yeah, Sludge Bomb. And that does a decent amount of damage. But I'm gonna go for the Volt. Can I go for the Volt Switch? I don't see him coming into... He might come into his He might go into his Magneton. Okay, if he makes a prediction of the Golurk, kudos to him. He deserved that. I think I might just go for a safe Blizzard, because this threat is way too real in this, yeah, I don't imagine him staying in. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. Yeah, he's gonna go switch out. So far, so good. Triforce is gonna come out. I'm gonna get the Volt Switch off, so I'm gonna get on out of here. And finally, that does a decent amount of damage considering it's resisted. So, finally, I'm gonna get somewhere with this battle. Hopefully. Hopefully I will. And so we already know this thing has Toxic. I'm going to go into Merrick actually. I'm going to go into the start of this channel. I'm going to go for a substitute. And I want to see if this is going to work. He might just Toxic, but I'm going to get at +3 Con Guard, and none of his Pokemon have Infiltrator, so he's gonna opt to stay in. That's awesome. What is he going to go for? He's going to go for a Discharge. Will that wear out the sub? Yeah, it will. Alright, so we're in a bit of a pickle. I could have actually just switched out. But I'm gonna make that, do I want to make that prediction? Am I that real? I've got nothing for this thing. Okay. This Magneton's gonna be tough to go around too. He's got a pretty good team that can check my team. Is he gonna make the double switch? I feel like he might make the double switch. Just because that was pretty obvious to go into Light Bright. No, he's just, alright. So we're gonna apply some pressure. That's good. That's awesome. Now I feel like he's gonna switch out into something else. If I get a Scald off, then it's gonna do absolutely nothing. My hair's a bit wet. It's a bit wet. I took a shower and I think I might get a haircut. It's a bit long. But yeah. AlexLoui. AlexLoui, what do you want to do? Do you want to go into Golurk? He most likely wants to go into Vileplume. I'm gonna... the Golurk is really real though. He might want to get that Toxic off though. But he knows it's pointless. So I think I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. Get that initiative. I avoid. I've got some dangles. Ooh. See, at this range I might be able to take down something. It's a bit unfortunate. I could keep on just going for the Volt Switches over here. I could just go for another Volt Switch. I could go into Brooklyn Rage and hope he can do some damage on this thing. Go for a knockoff. Ah, there's so many options. I'm gonna go into Frigidary. Oh, well, let's see. That's not gonna be a good. It's not gonna be a good time. I'm gonna go into Brooklyn Rage. No, I don't want to go into Brooklyn Rage. Oh gosh, I'm stuck in a position. Spooky Trixie is resistant to it though. Resistant to its Toxic Shenanigan. I could go for a Leech Seed or a Will-O-Wisp. And I could get some residual damage off of that Vileplume. I think I'm just gonna go into Brooklyn Rage. Brooklyn Rage is scarfed. There's no rocks on the field, so that's always good. I didn't reveal last time I had fire. I'm gonna go for the Fire Punch. Oh, why didn't I? Oh wait, I should just go for an Earthquake. I'm gonna go for an Earthquake. That's safe. Last time he okay. So that Earthquake taking on his really big scary Magneton. That was big. That was huge. I knew it was just a Magneton, but Magnetons are pretty annoying. And apparently it checked my team quite well, getting that Toxic off. so. He might just go into the Smash Spirit though. That makes the most sense to me. But he might also think I'm banded and go into someone else. So let's see, what does he want to do? Because he might think I'm banded and not go into his Vileplume, so... Megazard. Megazard? This is the thing I'm scared of. I have to go into Jack of Blades? Actually, no, I don't. What am I talking about? I can just go into Spooky Trixie. That's my wall. I know it's also a Ghost type too, but I think he's going to go for it. Yeah, let's see. Are you going to... This is Assault Vested. So he's going to go for the Dynamic Punch. Doesn't affect me. Ha! I'm glad I didn't go into any other mon. So I might just go... I'm just going to go for a Will-O-Wisp over here. Will-O-Wisp because it's a nice, safe play. He might... I'm trying to bait him to... Oh, he's going to switch out. It's the right play to make. He's going to go into Venus. Who's Venus? It's this fella. He's going to cast his Will-O-Wisp. Venus most likely has something that can deal with this Gourgeist. So I'm just gonna make the nice safe play over here and actually just go into Lantern, because Lantern resists this thing's, well, anything that it wants to really do. So he's gonna go for a Psychic, and that shouldn't do a lot. That does a decent amount of damage. Why does that do so much? So I gotta see which Pokemon of mine is poisoned again. Just because... Oh, apparently no one's poisoned. No one's poisoned on my team, so I can actually just go for a Scald over here. Protect, Scald. If I go for the Scald, most likely his Vileplume will come out, but I might also get the Burn, which is residual damage, and that'd always be good. If he goes into the Golurk, yeah, I'm gonna go for the Scald. That makes the most sense to me. I sort of talked myself into that. He's gonna withdraw. Let's see if the Golurk comes out. Emily. So he's gonna go back into this thing, and I'm just gonna Scald up. If I get the burn, that'd be awesome, because I can get some residual damage. Do I? Nope, no burns. No burns whatsoever. I forgot what this thing had. Black Sludge. So I just gotta get this thing. This is gonna be a tough task because, well, I could actually, well, how much does Sludge Bomb do to? I need some progression in this battle because right now I'm stuck in a situation where it's this Vileplume is in my way. I'm gonna go into Merrick. Because if he goes for a Sludge Bomb, I'm going to Protect. I'm going to go for Protect. He actually withdraws. So he was predicting switch out, and he's just going to go into Megazord. Megazord. And that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge on my part. Because I was so close to switching into someone else. If I went in, okay. So I can go for a Scald. This is most likely going to do a lot. I outspeed. So do I get the burn? I do a decent amount. Burn, a crit, burn. I get the burn and crit. Oh my gosh. All I was fishing, he goes for the Fire Punch, predicting something else to come through. So at this point, this thing is now burnt, and he might want to sack this thing off, but I'm going to go for the Volt Switch over here just to get initiative. He might want to switch out. No, he's just going to stay in and go for the Dynamic Punch. That's totally cool for me, because that doesn't do a lot. I'll get confused, which is a bit unfortunate, but I've got lefties. So at this point, oh, he might have been predicting the Gourgeist to come through. So at this point, I can just go for a Protect. Hopefully I don't hit myself in confusion. Hit myself in confusion. That's a bit unfortunate. And he's just gonna go for an Earthquake. That should do a decent amount. And it should almost take me down. Oh gosh. I put myself really behind the 9 ball here now. What am I doing? I can actually... Oh, I played this really bad. Played this really bad. I'm gonna go for the protect once more. Hopefully I don't hit myself in confusion. If I do, Lantern's down. I do hit myself twice in confusion. Come on! Come on! He's gonna go for the shadow punch. Oh, I could have actually gone into my Merrick over here, like I was thinking about, but never did. This sort of works out for me, actually, because I can set up my con guard. Yeah, I can set up my con guard, and I'm sort of feeling good, a bit better about this. A tiny bit. So I'm gonna set up my con guard. This may seem like a really weird play, but I'm gonna get that con guard up. I don't see any knockoff or anything like that. We've seen all of his moves, and he's just gonna go for the dynamic punch, which does absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I go for a sub and I hit myself in confusion, does that affect my just affect me in overall? I wonder. So unfortunately for the Golurk, we lost the Lantern, but we're at +3, which I should have done long time ago because that would have made the most sense. So let's see. He's gonna go into Venus. This fellow right over here. And I actually have nothing really for this thing, so I'm gonna try to get up this sub. Hopefully I don't hit myself 3 times in confusion. And he's Trick. Okay, apparently I'm Choice Scarf now. I got the substitute off though. That's a really good play on his part. Now I'm locked into substitute. And now this makes this Pokemon totally useless. Wait, I'm gonna stay in. I'm staying in. I hit myself in behind the wall though, because I'm so bulky. So I have to figure out how I can get around this thing. I never expected the trick. The trick was surprising. And that sort of makes this Pokemon useless. I didn't figure this thing carries trick. I have nothing that really wants to take a Psychic from this thing. I might have to just sack off Merrick. I'm gonna go for another substitute. He's gonna withdraw. He might actually start setting up with his killer. I'm still confused. What am I doing behind this? Killer, you're gonna kill me now. This might actually be, if he sets up a Swords Dance, then it's game. Because I don't have anything for this thing well, it's not game actually. He's gonna set up his Stealth Rocks. That's cool by me. I'm okay with that. I can actually just go for a save. Anything at this moment. Yeah, I can actually go for anything. I can go for a Blizzard, which is, no, that's not neutral. I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt! I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt because it does the most amount of damage on everything on his team, and he doesn't have Magneton nor Golurk. Plus I'm Choice Spect. So let's see if I can actually apply some pressure, and the Maspirate is now not Choice Scarf, so that means it's not gonna outspeed me, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't outspeed me. So this might have been sort of a disguise under everything, but we'll see. I also have Volt Switch. I could have gone for that if he goes into Vileplume and does absolutely garbage damage. I just love my Rotom Frost. So far he's been the MVP of this battle, not this battle, just this team. So let's see if he's gonna take this hit. He does take it. Thank you so much, Rotom. Yes. And that does take down this huge threat of a Pokemon. So, Rotom. You're doing some fine work over here. But can you take down some more pawns for me? Can you? Can you do that for me? Because I still have my scissor or scyther in the back pocket, and I have a totally useless. Emily's gonna come out. Now, I still have Spooky Trixie actually, so Spooky Trixie can actually wall most of his Pokemon at this moment. So I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt because it's Choice Spect. It should do some damage. Let's see how much damage it does. It doesn't do anything. It does absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh, that did nothing. I might just have to go into... I might have to go into Merrick. Because that does nothing. These Vileplumes are gonna be the death of me, I swear. Do I show my Triumph card right away? Because if I go into Jack of Blades most likely will outspeed the Mesprit. I think it might two-shot everything at this point. I'm gonna wait a bit on that. Just because there's no point of really making that sacrifice right away. I'm gonna go into my choice, apparently my Choice Spect Merrick. And I'm gonna get some residual damage off of this thing. I'm gonna go for the return. Surprisingly, Furfros, even though he's the star of this match, they have a decent amount of speed. So I'm gonna go for the return, see how much this does. Yes, okay, Aerial Ace should easily take down this Vileplume at this range. I think even a Fire Punch or Earthquake should too. Or return from King's Kong. So I'm gonna have to go into Jack of Blades now. I feel like it's the right play. Mesprit is still at full health though. Still at full health. I could go for a Bug Bite. I could go into Brooklyn Rage. Okay. Okay, basing off of the information that we've gathered, I think Brooklyn Rage might be the best thing to go into just because of how much damage that crit did on Emily. And I think Brooklyn Rage can take a hit from this thing. So I'm just going to go for the return. No point of over predicting. I'm faster than all of his mons on the field right now. Unless if his... Alright, so he's going to withdraw. Let's see if he's going to withdraw into his Pirate King. Pirate King. Pirate King. And Pirate King shouldn't appreciate this return. No, he doesn't. This might be a 2-hit KO from this range. So if I go for another return, hopefully it takes down Pirate King. It does. It takes him out. And we're looking pretty solid. Pirate King was my biggest concern at this moment. And if I can just get some decent damage off of Venus, then I'm in a solid position. I know I'll outspeed right away. Will Brooklyn Rage actually continue raging in this battle? For once, not falling down to other stuff. So that won't take it down though. At this moment, we've got the battle in the bag though. We've got the battle in the bag. I feel pretty confident. It's a bit pre-celebratory, but I'm feeling pretty confident that Brooklyn Rage can hopefully take out the Vileplume at this moment. If not, Jack of Blades will come in and finish off the match. So let's see. I'm gonna go once again for a return. I'm surprised Kangaskhan Kong is coming through. So that will take out Emily, and really good battle, AlexLoui. Just as always, we always have really close battles, and they're really entertaining to be a part of. So thank you so much, AlexLoui. Thank goodness there was no DC this time. We've had like 3 battles, and this is our 3rd one, so luckily 3rd time was a charm. And be sure to check him out in the RBL. He's one of the top contenders in the league, so be sure to check that out. And we made it 3-0 with this team, and that's pretty good. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I guess I'll leave a grading system for this team in the next video. So be sure to watch that. Be sure to watch the team building video. And this is Cap signing off.